So, as you guys probably saw, the new DLC of Pokemon ZA, well, not dropped, but they did release a brand new trailer. And honestly, I don't really have much to truly say about this new trailer, other than it does explain what is going to be happening in this, new DLC they're creating. And honestly, I'm a little bit wishy-washy on this one. Not like I'm excited because, ironically enough, this trailer proves a certain leak that's been leaked, which I'll explain a little bit and probably do a separate video on it. Um, but all in all, yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised if another firestorm is coming. Although at this point this year, despite though the Switch is doing ironically well, which isn't surprising, yeah, a lot of people wanted to literally carry flamethrowers, flowers, whatever, blah blah blah, and literally just burn up the place because yeah, the Switch is not doing really good in the video game department here. Like Mario Kart World, I haven't even played it, but I heard about the problems it's having recently with its own updates. Then there's of course the whole Donkey Kong something, which really is also not my cup of tea. They did give out DLC, but they're like DLC didn't work or something like that, and kind of boring. Then Dragon Drive, which was really boring, and then there was the $10 guide tour, which a lot of people hated because why make it $10 and free? And honestly, I really thought that uh, Pokemon ZA could at least help some out somewhat with that slack. But as you guys probably know, it didn't kind of due to it literally getting themselves shot in the foot a lot with a lot of this. Even outside of the marketing with the whole patent and crap that's been, happening. And then of course a bunch of other weird things and such like that. So with that being said, this DLC, which by the way was released way early, actually with payment, you can pre-order it, and I did purchase it, pre-order stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, its trailer came out, and honestly, I'm okay with what I saw, but it's not really doing it for me. The reason is a bit tricky to explain, but the reason is a it's many were hoping it would take us to a new world, and to be fair, does. But it turns out it's just a negative world of Lumio City. That's it. It's literally just a shadow world or a negative world of Lumino City. Now I don't mind that. Actually, I think it's a very interesting concept because we had broken ultimate dimensions of broken cities before. Although this is definitely not Ultra Ruin. Like, it's literally Ultra Ruin is not. It's definitely a different situation. Although I am happy to say that it seems like they are going to continue and try to explain more of the lore on how Hoenn and Kalos connects with the Mega Evolutions. Though I don't know how they're going to fully do that. Um, but it seems like they will. So we'll have to see. However, in short, it's not literally looking well. On the flip side, they are adding new Pokemon, and I think they're finally giving Gen 9 some love. So we don't have to wait until that leak part of the leak is confirmed. Which, speaking of which, like I said, I won't talk about the leak until probably later when I feel like it. But there has been a leak slash data mine of the new Pokemon that will be Mega Evolutioning, and two of those Pokemons debuted in this trailer. That is the Chimchar and the dragon Pokemon. I'm blanking on their names. Um, but honestly, that's another issue. I'm hoping these Mega Evolutions aren't really downgrading a lot because holy hell, the two new evolutions they just brought up. Like the first one's okay. In fact, as you may tell through the thumbnail, it's actually my favorite one. Although I want to blame people thinking this is just like a mega key flick because yee. But hey, it's pretty. It looks pretty jazz for a Windchime evolution. But then we get to the dragon one, and yeah, it looks a little bit cool, but they barely did anything with it. They just give his back a bigger like a sword impaling him, which is fine, but you just give him bigger scales. That's all you did. Again, it's not like they're bad designs. Far from it. It's great that we're also getting generation representation of 9, meaning that every generation has caught up to date with Mega Evolutions. Which, thank goodness, because that was a little bit of a wacky issue with Generation 6 when they introduced Mega Evolution, because only Diancie from Generation 6 around that point could Mega Evolve. So thank God they're fixing that up pretty quickly. Granted, they're still getting a little bit of it, but hey, with the showcase of the uh, you know the leak slash data mine, we're gonna get a lot of Mega Evolutions that are pretty interesting. My favorite one, which I'm the only one I'm going to talk about, is Meowstic. Which, thank fucking God, because I've been wanting that Pokemon to get a Mega Evolution for a while now. Don't know how they're gonna do it, but they will. So we'll have to see. Um, but again, I'm keeping my mouth shut for the rest. If you don't want to get spoiler, just avoid Reddit and all that. But if you do want to get spoiled, go ahead. Uh, and even then, they might cut it out. Who knows? But still, it has been confirmed, and it was data mined too. So it wasn't like just a regular fake leak or crush me, bro leak. This was a legitimate data mine, so it is real. They just haven't really fully confirmed all these to be, real. But who knows? What? But that's like the only thing that entertained me with this trailer. There are a lot of unique things they're introducing. Like they're breaking the level of 100, which is okay, but even then, it's not permanent. You gotta give donuts to the Pokemon to have that thing do what it does, which okay, that's fair. It makes sense. It keeps the level cap because this is going to be connected to Pokemon Homes soon, so makes sense. However, why is this a thing? I don't know. Honestly, it's not a big deal, but it could function. I think. I think it's pretty cool that It helps give more of a reason to play this DLC, but it's still kind of wonky. They didn't show too much. They didn't even show too much of the new character or give us information about this character other than they're like, hey, me and Hoopa needs your guys' help. Please save us. Da da da. From Doom. Which, to be fair, I do believe there is Doom, but it's not as big as. That's another issue. It's not as big as even the main game's Doomsday crap. I'm not joking. Have you ever seen the ZA thing, which I did promise last time I would upload it? I'm still going to do it. It's just way later, so who knows when I upload it, but I will. Yeah, it's pretty much more better than that game. Like, when? So I am super confused with that, honestly. But we'll see. It may be more better. It may be good. But I don't know how you continue with that. I don't even know how you continue it with Hoopa of all things. Because unless they're trying to do the main way of giving Hoopa a Mega Evolution, that would be weird because it already has an Unbound form. So unless they're doing it similar to Zygarde, maybe. But I don't know. And then of course we get to the other character, which isn't new, but we do get confirmation that she is kind of doing well, which is, of course, the fighting gym leader, which I'm blanking on her name, but the fighting gym leader of Kalos. Which begs the question: is all the gym leaders retired in some way? Not like they stopped working or anything, but have they retired from being gym leaders in general? Because I know the electric type gym leader isn't even in the game, and especially wouldn't be in the game anymore because they just destroyed the Eiffel Tower, if you know what I mean. Again, a little bit of spoilers, but it's super weird that they're introducing her, but we still don't know what actually happened to the gym leaders. I think they will explain that, but it's like, yeah, like it's not a big deal because the game does play off the fact that you don't really need gym leaders in this game because they do a better job of the level up stuff. But it's super duper super weird. It's very odd to say the least. Um, if I had to be real honest though, that's the biggest issue. I really don't know what to say about all this gameplay thing. Like, there's not a whole lot that's making me happy to do this, or make me feel like, oh boy. Like, the only thing that I already did is they finally released Diancie of all things, but even then, that wasn't even that was like super duper post game stuff. Like, it's not even like that major. It's just like you capture a fairy rock type Pokemon, and that's it. Not a big deal, but it's definitely super weird. I don't know, but it's very to say the least. But I'm just saying my thoughts here and there. Really, this ain't really gonna be like a big video. I do think at least they are showing that the DLC is gonna be big. But who knows what this DLC will hold. And I haven't gotten into everything yet, but it's definitely a very interesting thing. I honestly don't know. That's why I've kind of been rambling about this. And that's sort of what this point of this video is, more of me just rambling, just telling you, hey, how I feel about this. Like I said, I might do a separate video talking about the leak Pokemon later when I feel like it, but yeah, I don't know. But anyways, this has been Flockscat. Snapping out of here. I just want to ramble a bit, so snapping out of here. Bye.